Wow, you hear how fast it tracks? You cannot outrun the SY-200. What's happening, guys? It's Thomas here. Hope you're doing well. Today we are going to check out the brand new SY-200 from our friends at Boss. Recently I was fortunate enough to do the music for the launch video of the SY-200, and let me tell you, I used a lot of presets from this thing. I used it extensively, so if you haven't checked out that video already, I'll leave a link down below. The video is just totally nuts, and some of the playing hopefully you think is a bit crazy as well, but it certainly highlights some of the power of the SY-200. Now I was fortunate to do the video and audio for the SY-1 as well, and this is an awesome pedal. I still use this quite a lot actually, but the thing is if you have like a couple of favorite sounds, well, it's not so easy to cycle through those because you have to use the variation and the type and stuff. But the SY-200, well, it solves that problem and it gives us some really cool new functionality as well. So today I thought we'd have a little bit of a chilled sit down with the SY-200, plug it in, and I'll show you my signal chain, how I like to use the SY-200 and all that good stuff. Before we get started, let me tell you about my online guitar platform, School of McRock. On School of McRock, I upload a brand new lesson every week, and we've got lessons covering every topic imaginable, from sweeping to tapping to alternate picking to funk, metal playing, the whole 9 yards. It's all on there, and it keeps growing as we add a new lesson every week. On School of McRock, we also hold live Zoom masterclasses, so you get to switch on your camera and show me the things that you're struggling with, and I can help you work through those areas as well. Also included on School of McRock is a massive collection of backing tracks for you to shred over. You can download them and go absolutely wild. You also get access to all of my courses that I've released separately as well. And finally, you also get full access to the private School of McRock Discord channels as part of your membership. And that is a great way of firing questions to me because I'm there all the time. And this week, we're also launching another special guest artist lesson for you guys too. Tabs included, the full shebang. Head over to schoolofmcrock.com and get everything included for less than the price of a cup of coffee per week. And what's more, you can check it all out 2 weeks totally free. Enjoy, and I'll see you over on School of McRock. Let's get back to the video. the SY-200 is right in front of us. I'm very excited. Let me tell you about the signal chain that I'm running so you know exactly how I'm getting these tones and stuff. So I'm using a Boss LS2, which is a line selector, line splitter. What I'm doing is I'm actually using this pedal to essentially turn off the feed going to the SY-200. So for example, if I leave the LS2 depressed, that's the sound, in this case, of a neural DSP plugin, the Corey 1. I'm changing all the time, so I have to remember which one I'm using. So that is the Corey 1 Clean. Now, when I push down that LS2, it fires the audio into the SY-200, and that is coming out into another channel on my DAW. There's no reason why you couldn't set this all up just to use the on-off, and that would totally work fine. This is just the way that I set it up, and that way if I put a pedal on the desk here, it's much easier to control when it's on and when it's off. From the output of the SY-200, that's going into my DAW on a separate channel where I've added a little bit of reverb and delay. But otherwise, that is it. All the synth sounds and stuff that you're going to hear today is going to come directly from the SY-200. And I think that's exactly what we'll do. We'll chill, we'll go through some sounds. I'll show you some of the tones that I really like to use and how I like to use it. I really like doubling up synth sounds with kind of high gain guitar sounds. That's what I did in the SY-200 video, and I thought it sounded really cool. But for now, let's leave the actual guitar bypassed. I've just turned that completely off, so this is all SY-200. And let's just go through a couple of the sounds so you get an idea what you're going to get with this thing, right? I really like assigning the expression pedal to the tempo of the arpeggio. When you have that on the floor and you're playing around, it's really super inspiring. I use this pedal on my live streams quite a lot, although I've had to keep it very hidden until it's actually launched now. Now I can actually show it, but it's super cool. Anything that makes me kind of like think of song ideas or generate song ideas, I absolutely love them. And the SY-200 is just very inspiring to me. I like, as soon as I start playing chords and I bring in an ARP or a pad sound, boom, I'm like, oh, let's make that into a song idea. So you can see right here, this is MCR ARP1. Now, obviously, you can actually go manually through all the different categories with this guy here. So if we scooch over to the ARPs and using the variation button, we can go through all the different types of arpeggios. So let's try a few. Kind of feel like straight away I have like a high gain sound with that. That's my high gain, something like this. That'd be really cool. I'll bypass the guitar tone again, so we're just direct. Yeah, really cool. And obviously, if we adjusted the tone like that, if we went and wrote that, saved it, next time we go to that preset, it's ready to recall. The SY-1 I have here, I mean, this was a fantastic pedal. This kind of just was like mind-blowing when I first plugged into this. But like having to go to the type and then the variation, and then you might have played around with the tone and rate and stuff like that. It meant that was a little bit tricky to have more than one sound just ready to blast. But the fact that now we can save all these parameters as part of the preset, yes! Very excited. Discord is very excited. And if you're not on my Discord, then the link's down below. Okay, I'm gonna have to close the Discord. Just give me 5 minutes, guys. That's all I need. There we go. Force quit it. Get out of here. But usually I'm in the Discord. Come hang out with us. Links below. It's a great guitar community. Okay. All right, so, you know, ops are very good at adding rhythmic sort of movement to your chords and stuff like that. But lead sounds is something that I really think is great in the SY-200. This is just a lead sound that I like to use a lot. Now the first thing when you start playing with an SY-200 or an SY-1, the first thing that you're going to notice is it's not like a MIDI guitar type of feeling. When you play, every little bit of vibrato it's right there. There's no latency, there's no kind of interpretation or anything like that. It is the synth version of your guitar lines. It's kind of spooky in some ways. It's like, okay, how's it doing this? But it's very cool. That's the type of sound that I really like to double up with a guitar tone. With a little bit of wah. Super cool. Let's go through some more presets. Let's leave my patches that I've dialed in and let's kind of explore some of the other sounds. So where we're going to go? Strings. Big string. That would sound really good with like a clean or something underneath it, wouldn't it? Like that. Really big sound. Nice. Very epic sound. Got a drier, clean sound. I'm always amazed by how well it like just does all the vibrato stuff like that. It's like there's no difference between the vibrato coming through the amp and the pedal. It's just magic. Bells, okay. Rhythmic stuff, bit of picking with the fingers. Oh, it was going so well until I hit D sharp. It's okay, we'll leave it in. I really like that bell with a clean sound. That's a combination I don't think I've tried before. I like it though. Wow, you hear how fast it tracks? You cannot outrun the SY-200. You can't outrun it. It's impossible. Nope. I like that sound. Let's change it up a little bit. Let's try some organs. Let's actually bypass the guitar as well. We have like a really like a dirty Hammond. We want a bit more of that filth. Oh. Kind of vibe. I feel like with these kind of sounds, because we're venturing into a little bit of a jazzy, bluesy thing, we can just throw our fingers anywhere and just make these big silly chords and it sounds pretty good. Very nice. Okay. Yeah. This one we can't throw our fingers anywhere, and this one we have to be a little bit more serious with. I wonder what a sort of big evil guitar sound. This is using the Gojira plugin. That is not using the Gojira plugin. This is using the Gojira plugin. Yeah, that's quite dark, sinister sounding. All right, let's change the categories. Special effects. That could be very nice over a synthwave beat or something. Oh, that's a special effects, but it kind of sounds like a sort of really nasty bass sound in a really good way. In fact, if I put an octaver on my guitar, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So obviously we could go through these sounds for absolutely hours. In actual fact, there's actually some more sounds in this. There's 101 sound and variations in here. So 171. I guess the big thing, I mean, is this button here, and that is to whoosh, go through the next preset. Now, a really cool thing that you can do is it has something called memory extend. So for me, I would probably have like, an arpeggio, a synth lead, and maybe a bass sound. And I'll probably just cycle through those things. So with the memory extend function, that would allow you to just kind of loop over those 3 sounds. So in a live situation, bingo, bango, bango. Well, you probably wouldn't say bingo, bango, bango and stuff like that, because you imagine there's a microphone in front of you. Bingo, bango. It's not a good sound. But yeah, you basically would be able to cycle through those patches, which is absolutely amazing because that's what we couldn't do with the SY-1. And it's also super easy to change what the expression pedal's doing. You literally hit this menu button, expression pedal function, you go here and you can see that you can actually dial through the different functionality. I like to have it on pitch. So actually the depth is pretty good because it's like a filter sweep, and I used that in the SY-200 video. But otherwise the tempo is probably my go-to because I like to use those arpeggios, arpeggiated. Let me know if I'm wrong, but you know, arpeggio type of sounds. And I like to use the expression pedal to control that. I think it's a really, really cool sound. And especially you can just bring it in and out for those cleans. Every time I'm streaming, people like, they almost freak out a little bit when I drop the SY on, because it's like so unexpected to have like all this kind of synth rhythmic movement under the chords. I really like that. So yeah, if you make any tweaks to the patches and you want to overwrite them, then you just push these 2 buttons together and you can choose to write and hit enter to execute. And then if you want, you can rename it and then you just hit go or enter, and that is it. It's done, it's saved. And that functionality alone makes the SY-200 a must-have in my opinion. It's really, really cool. Obviously, if you want to hear more sounds and stuff like this, I'm going to be using this on the next couple of live streams. If you want to come hang out with us, tell me to try, I don't know, a dual sound number 3, something like that, something random, then, you know, come and hang out, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this little run through how I use the SY-200, and if you have any questions, of course, just drop them in the comments below. Thanks so much again for watching this video. If you dig it, please do subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, you guys take care of yourself. See you soon. Cheers. Bye.